What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. A little bit behind the ball today, man. It's way too cold down here in South Florida for being Florida. So look at this, man. Look at what I'm wearing. It's nonsense. Writes Crispy, bro. You are the MVP. Thank you, man. Appreciate the love. Welcome to the stream once again, man. Always like seeing you come by. Cindy, what's up? Good morning. Glad to see you coming by. Hold on, guys. Just getting a text message from Jonal. Jonal's the admin at the daytraderchatroom.com. Shorting course is almost done. Uploading to okay. Oh, are you kidding me? All right, so it's going to be up on Thursday, I think. But, we'll see what we can do if we can get anything up a little bit quicker than that. Ronnie, Cars and Cryptos. I like that. I like that name for the channel. That's cool. Glad to have you guys on here. So, really crazy weekend, man. Really crazy weekend. Everything. Got some rest yesterday, but Saturday, man, woof, nonstop. Just helping my boy Jono. And nonstop. And then it's been so cold. And I know, I was talking to my buddy in Chicago, and I told him, dude, it's too cold, bro. It got down into 38, 39 here in South Florida. Last night, not last night, but Saturday night going into Sunday. What the hell? That's crazy cold for down here. So, yeah. I was like, nah, bro. I'm not leaving the house. Yesterday, I did not move. I went outside the house once. That was it. Forget that mess. I'm not about that cold life. I'll stay in here until April. Hold on, guys. Let me send out a tweet and stuff. Let me let everybody know we're live, and we'll get rolling. But if you want, in the meanwhile, start getting your tickers ready you want me to go over. And those of you who are kind of new, if you want, check out Wrights Crispy's channel. That channel is fire. You guys, check out Wrights Crispy. Right there, you can see him in chat. He just posted that super chat. Make sure to swing by Wrights Crispy's channel. It's awesome. It's 5 degrees in Scranton, PA. What? Wait, Scranton. Yeah, the office, right? That's crazy. Morning, Dwayne. Ronnie, let's see. Quick question. How do you handle the stress of trading? I am trying to improve my stress levels and psychology and advice. Yes, absolutely. I'm trying to see if I should ask you how long you've been trading. If you want, you can post that up there or not. If not, it's up to you. Regardless, think about it like this. When you were in school, right, and you had a finals exam coming up, were you stressed out about it? I'm sure if you cared about the grade, you were stressed out about it. But think about it this way. The times, I don't know you. I know me. The times that I did study for the exams, was I stressed about the exam? Not really. Not so much so. Not compared to that times that I didn't study for the exam. Meaning, if I had the tools in my toolbox when it came to exam time, I felt more confident. Confidence brought less stress onto the event. When it comes to trading, one of the primary reasons we have an exorbitant amount of stress, especially at the start, is because we lack confidence. And we lack confidence because we lack education on the topic. True education, that is. So because of that, we have that extra amount of stress. Okay, so my number one thing for you would be get educated. Get yourself, doesn't have to be my courses. It doesn't have to be. I'll post a link there. You check it out if you want. All right, but get educated. Once you start getting educated, that'll give you tools that'll allow you to have more confidence in your trading. And trade smaller. Don't think that you have to make, especially if you're new, that you have to make money your first or second year at this. You know? Think about it as process oriented, trade small. First trade in a simulator. After that, trade small and get your footing. Grow that confidence. Call it mental capital points. And as you grow those mental capital points, this is what I tell my students, as you grow those mental capital points, you get confidence come in. Now, this, of course, is for active trading. We're not talking about long-term investing or long-term swing trades on good companies and stuff like that. We're talking about active trading day in, day out. Yeah, so it sounds like you're churning profits. So there you go. You know, hopefully that helps. And here's the link for you. Give me 1 second here. That's DTC Pro, $50 off, ends on Friday. And then, I mean, that's where you get all the courses. If you don't really want to go through courses, I always prefer everyone go through courses. You can always get DTC Lite, which your first month is free. Yo, Diego, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hey guys, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for me. Really helps out tremendously. There you go. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Do you have any tickers you want me to look at this morning? Any other questions? Ronnie, I hope that helped out. That answer to your question helped out. Hood, what do you think about today's news in ARK Investments? What, did ARK buy more Hood? It's not. That's not neither here or there. Is Hood so low that maybe it's worth a stab? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't own any. I know. If I'm not mistaken, Kathy had bought Hood when it IPO'd, and then throughout dips and stuff. So. Day Trading Daddy, good morning. I'm going to check in on EMA, AUVI, and we'll take a look at the Hood chart as well, Paul. All right, let's go. Let's jump into this. Hood. Nice bounce off of this $10 zone. You know, maybe that's where Kathy bought. I'd be interested in dabbling with Hood, but well under 10. And I don't even know, man. To be honest, I don't see any reason to buy that for a long-term investment. That's the only thing. I mean, yeah, you could probably find some bounces here and maybe get a little swing trade here and there, like Friday would have been, you know, a nice one. But for long-term investment, I don't know. I'm just not a believer in Hood. I think there's better companies that I'd rather go put speculative money on, like SoFi, like Palantir, than Hood. That's just me. AUVI. AUVI clear $2 zone here. Look at that. I love it when they're easy like that. Why do you guys think I love it when it's easy? Oh, because it's easy? No. Because when it's easy to find a level, that means it's going to have lots of people looking at that same level. And technical analysis is a self-fulfilling prophecy, meaning the more people you have looking at a certain level, the more likelihood that level is to come into play. So here we have $2. If this stock cannot break above $2, what do you think we get? we get a fade, right? We get a fade. If this stock can break above and hold $2, well, in that case, you have some room here towards these 220s for a little move. Okay, then you have more possible resistance up here in front of 250. And then after that, if you can get through that 250 zone, if you can get that through that 250 zone, you have room to 280. Okay. Then through 280, you have room all the way to that 50-day moving average, right around that 350 zone that coincides with this bottom, a little bit of price action up here. So that's what I would look for there on AUVI. Pre-market has no volume, but just something to keep an eye on there since you asked about it. What was the next one? EMA. Okay, there's no such thing as EMA, so I'm thinking good morning exponential moving average. I'm not sure what you were saying there, day trading daddy. Ronnie's car says, I mostly use regular and hidden divergence with break and retest. Also use market maker PVSRA indicator to see manipulation together with TDI and MACD plus volume times sales. That's a whole lot of stuff. You mostly trade crypto, got it. Ethereum. I trade chart patterns. The beauty of that is that chart patterns can be used on stocks. They can be used on futures. They can be used on crypto. I've traded, hell, when Shiba went crazy back last year in the fall, I traded Shiba. The very first bull flag that we got off of that first explosive move, I traded that bull flag that led into those new all-time highs, and we did great on it. Obviously, volume is a key factor there. All right, guys. So does anybody have any other questions there or any other tickers you want me to go take a look at for you? If you do, start putting them up in chat. All right, so let's see here. BlackBerry? Man, BlackBerry, you know something? If I had a little bit more of that speculative money I like to throw around at some plays for long-term holds, BlackBerry's starting to become a little attractive. You know, a little attractive. Not necessarily for a swing trade or a trade in general, but like a long-term hold. BlackBerry's starting to become a little attractive because if I'm not mistaken, they have like 5G down packed, if I'm not mistaken. So that's literally why they're becoming a little bit attractive to me. As a trade, I mean, you got that mid sevens. You have those mid sevens there that are showing up as previous support, and we're testing that very thoroughly here. So maybe, you know, maybe that's something to watch. You know, that could be something to watch there. As talking about long-term stuff, guys, I came across this ebook. It's free. It's from Trade Ideas. Free ebook. I'm gonna put the link here for you if you want to download it. So free ebook on active investing. Here you go. You can check that out. Okay, so QQQ. I mean, the Q's the Qs are going to be dependent a lot on a lot of stuff, man. I mean, the Qs are super volatile right now. You have inflation going crazy. The Fed about to raise rates the month after next, so March. Some of that's already priced into the market. We got Fed minutes next month. I think the middle of next month, like in the 15th or 16th, something like that. We get Fed minutes. So we'll get the minutes from the meeting that we just had here in January. Tech doesn't do well with rates going up. The 10-year Treasury yield might get a little bit out of hand again soon. So with the Qs, we're nowhere near that 200-day moving average at this time. If the Qs today can't reclaim and hold, this 351 zone and hold it as support, then I think we get back down to 337 and test this level again. So that's what I think with the Qs. MBOT, DWAC. There's nothing on MBOT. This thing has no volume. You're going to need a catalyst to get this thing moving. 540 maybe, a support zone. If not, major support could be around the 460s to like 440s, 430s. So those mid fours could be major support on it. DWAC. Not much has changed here. It's trying to consolidate and establish a new channel here above 66. Watch and see if that 66 or at a minimum that 50-day moving average can hold support on the daily. FGI. Look at that. This high here, we're underneath it right now. So you want to see it reclaim that high, I would say. MBOT has no volume. Ronnie, my pleasure. Totally my pleasure. RELI. Swing on by, guys, swing on by the free Discord. I don't even have the link up there today. I gotta get better about promoting the free and the paid Discord. I'm telling you right now. I always just start talking stocks with you guys and forget about it. RELI hasn't been in play in a minute now. It really hasn't. You got that 50-day moving average starting to come in here. So maybe here around this 50-day moving average, which is kind of coinciding with this little top from back here. So maybe now you might get a little bounce on it, but you can tell. You can tell this thing has not been in play in a minute. Okay? So just be careful with that one. Watch and see if that 50-day can hold support and you can begin to get a little bounce back. Whoops. That's not a candle, it's a circle. Maybe you can start getting a little bounce back. I think it might need a catalyst, but at least technical. That's an area that maybe a bounce comes in. Kishara, good morning. Spotify? I mean, I would not blame that on Joe Rogan any more than I would blame, that on Joe Rogan. So Spotify, just, it's another tech name that's gotten hit. That's all. Look at AMD. Same exact almost looking dip with very weak bounce. Look at Nvidia. Same exact dip with very weak bounce. So that's not something that's going to be something because of Joe Rogan. This is just the market, Let's take a look. Oh, what a coincidence. We bounced off of such a nice key level. Look at this. Previous resistance zone. Where do we bounce off of? Right there. Bang. So now you want to see if that level becomes support. You got another little move on Spotify that could take it back into the 190s. And maybe even up here, that $200 zone. That's something to watch for on Spotify. MRIN. Oof. This still looks horrible. Look at this. Can somebody look at this chart and give me one reason to buy this? There's no reason. It's just on a downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Could there be a potential bounce coming up here? Yeah, possible. You know, possible. But you're going to find some resistance right here in these 330s. There's just no... Look at that. Oh, my God. There's just no real reason here on this stock right now. You'll have bottom support around 250s. If those 250s hold support, you might get a nice little technical bounce from that. But that's about it. And if that breaks, then you got a gap fill to the downside down into the ones. Ronnie, welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. So if you break underneath those 250s, man, you got room to fall all the way down here to the 180s. So yeah, this looks horrible. It looks as bad as the AMC chart, to be honest. Look. Look at that. Straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. My eye's bothering me this morning. Okay, so we got a couple more minutes here. We can look at a couple more tickers before we jump into the scans, look up some news, and start formulating the watch list. So if anybody has any last minute tickers you want to throw up, go ahead and put them up there now. Give me 1 second here, guys. And we'll start jumping into that. Okay, so we'll cut it off there after Joe's. So XERS. Not a whole lot going on here. We got another stock on a very big downtrend. Okay. You got some clear support potentially here in the 180s. We've bounced off of it before. You're getting a little bounce off that level now. You'll probably find some resistance up here around $2. 210, 214, 215, previous support zone. So maybe you'll find some resistance there. Not a whole lot on that one. FRM. You're getting a nice bounce with this one with the overall market, of course. You'll want to see it hold this 62 if it can. If not, you'll probably see it come back down with the market down here to the 48s. IMMX. Clear 450 resistance. Clear 350 support. This is a channel play for now. Unless it breaks up and over that level. If it breaks up and over this level, then you might have, you know, a little move higher, right? But until that happens, That's your channel there, 450 to 350. Oh, I missed KSCP. Yeah, you're gonna want to see this one hold yesterday, Friday's highs. So far it has. So that's what you'll want to see. You'll want to see it hold those highs at a minimum. And what I'll be looking for, and I'm even gonna leave this line here, I'll be watching to see if that level right there can hold. Roblox. This one's actually on the weekly watch list. We sent the weekly watch list out last night. If you guys are not on the email list for receiving the watch list, we send the weekly watch list every Sunday night, sometimes Monday morning, but usually every Sunday night, and we send the daily watch list every single morning. Right here, boom. You can sign up, links in chat. So watching to see if this level here continues to hold resistance, to see if this Roblox will go lower. This was the initial IPO lows. What else? Yeah, Amazon has earnings coming up. But Amazon's pretty quiet, and I expect it to be a little bit quiet for a while. Heck, I wouldn't even be surprised to see Amazon drop into these like 24 to 2200s. Oh, sorry about that. I just got a little bit too excited. If Amazon can get down here towards like $2,000, 2,100, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it because I don't even have Amazon. I think my daughter has Amazon in her M1 account. I did a little M1 account for my daughter right after she was born, and I've been investing in it for her. I'm pretty sure she has Amazon. Yeah, she has Amazon on here. She's up 19% on it. Here's her little Amazon, like not Amazon, her little M1 account. Got Vanguard, VTI, VYM, Apple, AMD, Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, Netflix, and Palantir. Palantir's the only thing she's read on. Okay. So, you know what? Let me put a little alert really quickly here. On Amazon really quickly. All right. We already did KSCP, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. All right, let's start jumping into these scans here and the news on the day, and let's see what's going on out there, okay? All right, so trade idea scans showing MDGL, BJDX, PPSI here as some leading gappers this morning. And like I always tell you, if you're interested in trade idea scanners, even trying it out for one month, here you go, 15% off code. Morning, Paul. So MDGL, let's go see what that one looks like. I remember this morning hearing about this one having positive phase 3, I think. MDGL. So the thing with positive phase 3, guys, is that oftentimes people are like, oh my God, yes, that it's usually not a catalyst that makes a big move on the stock intraday usually. Phase 2 does a little bit better usually for moves on the stock intraday. That's just a quick tidbit there that I've learned over time. So I wouldn't expect much out of MDGL today. Let's go ahead and confirm that news. Let's confirm that news really quickly because that's just something I saw on Twitter. Okay, so Madrigal Pharmaceuticals Inc. said on Monday a late-stage trial showed its experimental drug helped reduce liver fat and certain lipids in patients with non-alcoholic inflammatory disease of the liver. You know, reading this, wow, it really hits home. Wow. I almost feel like I should buy a share of this stock just to buy one share just to have it as like a symbolic thing. Although he might say just use it for gas money. Oh, you guys want to hear a little story? It depends how long you've been following me. You might not know, but a year ago, to basically the day, I'm sorry. I just hadn't noticed, like fully. And now this news. A year ago to the day, my dad had a liver transplant because of that, because of non-alcoholic fatty liver, and he had a liver transplant. It was this time last year, the last couple days of January. I mean, he had literally his transplant was the day of his anniversary with my mom. So he had liver transplant and kidney transplant back to back. So he's fine. Made it through just great, and it was just a scary time. Wow, that's not really what I expected today. But he's fine. Super crazy, great recovery, thank God. God really blessed us tremendously. So super great recovery that he had. And really not where I was looking to go with the stream today, but the news from that stock really brought it home. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, that's why that news kind of took me back there. Yeah, the king. My dad had to be getting those things done every week. Oh, Paul, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that, Paul. Oh, wow, Ronnie. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. The crazy thing is that he's fine, but yeah, that's a scary. It was a scary 2 days. It was a scary year, really, that year. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate it. Keto is really good. Oh, Paul, man, I'm so sorry to hear that, brother. That's a shame. Sorry to hear that, man. Glad you came out the other side, Ronnie. All right, guys. Back to work. Back to work. Thank you very much. Appreciate, guys. Okay, so this news on this stock, pretty awesome. Like I said, it hit home. I think I'm gonna stay away from that stock despite anything it does because I have such an emotional attachment now to that news. But that is a cool one there to just keep an eye on. We might want to. You'll probably see the $70 zone hold resistance. You see the $70 zone here as a previous bounce zone. Oh yeah. Look at this $70 zone. Whoops. Look at this $70 zone. See, that $70 zone is going to be an important level. If it can get up and over that level, you do have some room here towards this $78 zones, mid 77, 78, where that 50-day moving average lies. So if you can get up over 68, 69, let's say, and hold, you have room towards that zone more or less. Outside of that, you have, if that holds resistance, then you really do have room to fall, at least back down here to 58. So a nice 10-point range on that one there to watch. I will put it on the watch list. I'm just going to stay away from it. MDGL news on its late stage test news on experimental drug help reduce liver fat in certain lipid in patients with non-alcoholic disease, inflammatory disease of the liver. Watching the mid 68s to break and become support for a move back towards 78 or hold resistance for a fade towards 58 zone. Lots of 8s, 68, 78s, and 58s. Yeah, true that, Ronnie. The king, yes, bro, exactly. It's the wildest thing. Life must be accepted as it comes. Absolutely, Ronnie, for sure. Absolutely. Is Lucy going to the moon today? Jose, I know you've been here long enough that I know you asked that in that way just to make me laugh. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Lucid. So Lucid 25 support zone. But you had this 28 that we looked for it to become support last time, and we're underneath it now, these 2870s. So maybe that level now becomes a level of resistance, and we start trading in that channel there, 25s to 28s, 29. So maybe that's what's to look for now on that. Ricardo, good morning. Morning. Okay, so let's move on to the next one really quickly. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Okay, so let's move on to the next one on the scans that we saw. BDGX, BJDX. Nah, volume on this thing is super weak. And PPSI. No, volume on that's horrible. Okay, so let's check in on FGI. FGI. Well, we did talk about this one earlier. On FGI, we'd want to see that 550s area get reclaimed. Let me check on something here on that one. Oh, another Ricardo. Good morning. Sean, what's up? Okay, so FGI doesn't have any news here. Last piece of news on this one was 6 days ago. So I'm thinking that this one was starting to move as like a sympathy play to KSCP that made that huge move on Friday. That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to write it up that way. FGI thinking it's moving on sympathy to KSCP, watching for the 550 area to become support for a move higher. Pre-market high is near 8. Let's see. Yeah, very near 8. All right, so that's how we'll write up FGI. The king. My father had polio in the 1930s. My mom got RA in the 70s. 35 long years. Wow, man. That's wild. Yeah, man. Life is wild like that. KSCP. It definitely is, brother. So KSCP, we kind of went over a little while ago. Let's batten it down now and put it on the watch list, because it's definitely got to go on the watch list. Nightscope Robotic Roadshow 15 minutes ago comes to Fort Worth. All right. A developer in advanced physical security technologies focused on enhancing U.S. security operations today announced its Robot Roadshow will be landing in Fort Worth, Texas at 10 a.m. from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Robot Roadshow is a hybrid physical and virtual event where the company brings all its technologies to cities across the U.S. for people to experience in an interactive and in-person format. Each roadshow landing will be hosted by Nightscope expert, and visitors will be able to interact directly with each of the autonomous security robots and see Nightscope security operations centers use interface in action. Nightscope Security, my boy has a security guard company called Night Force Security. I gotta show him this. Silver Shrimp, what's up? Amen, Ronnie. Silver Shrimp says, understood, sell house and put all on AMC shares. Oh man, he's talking about this, guys. I don't know if you saw my video that I dropped yesterday. I shot this video Friday afternoon and I posted it. It was set to go live yesterday. It's a video on AMC. And boy, oh boy, you gotta go read the comments. There you go. Okay, so KSCP with its Robot Roadshow will be in Texas. I imagine today? Yep, today. Watching for the 1550 area to hold support on pullbacks for a move back into the 20s. If it just opens up in the 20s, I'm going to ignore this. I won't touch it more than likely, unless it's for a quick little trade. I prefer a pullback into those 1550s. Yeah, I prefer a pullback into those 50-50s. FLDM, no. Okay. All right, let's move on to some of these mid and large caps. All right. Tesla. So, you know what? Let's start off with the SPY right out the gates. Because the SPY's action is going to dictate a lot of the moves we see out there. Okay? The SPY. If there's two ways that I'm going to be looking at the SPY today. Number one, if the SPY opens up underneath the 200-day moving average, then I'm going to watch for puts. Okay? If the SPY opens up underneath the 200-day moving average. If the SPY can open up above that 200-day moving average, hold support there, then I'll be looking for calls. Okay, so SPY, if opens above the 200-day MA, watching for a pullback into the 200-day for support, for a move back towards 450. If the open is under it, then I will watch for the 200-day to become resistance and for a drop back down towards the 430s. 430 area, 450 area. Okay, so that's the deal with the SPY. Now, I wanted to do a SPY first. I wanted to do a SPY first because since we're going to jump into these mid and large caps now, these are going to be more dependent on the SPY than those small caps that we just went over, okay? So now we know what we're looking for on the SPY. Let's hop on over to Tesla. Tesla is holding very well these 460s so far. So we have these these 880s up here that'll become an area of resistance. This morning we got up as high as what, 870s. That's impressive. The more solidified area to look for on Tesla for support is going to be here in these 850s. Although the 860s could act a little bit of support here, and it is so far in pre-market. You can see here on the intraday chart, support back here, here, come here. So support back here, here was resistance, and now in pre-market it's become a level of support. Not really the 860s, but those mid 850s. All right, so Tesla, watching for the low to mid 850s, and that's how you have to treat Tesla, because Tesla's not the type of stock that you can come in here. Good morning, Adriana. Tesla's not the type of stock that you can come into it, right, and be like, okay, well, we got a $1, range here, or like, I'm gonna watch for 857.95 to hold support. That's not how Tesla works, because Tesla has humongous range. So because of that, you really have to give it the room it needs, and the room it needs is generally points on points. Okay, so the mid to low 850s would be the area I'm going to watch for support. So watching the low to mid 850s for support, could have room back towards the 886 area. The mid 880s. So now on the flip side of this, if Tesla gets underneath 851 zone, we could have room to fall back down to that 200-day moving average, which is a big drop to the 820, 819 zone. Okay, whoops. What is this? Go away. All right, there we go. Okay, so on the flip side, if the 851 zone does not hold support, watching for a drop back towards the 200-day MA around 820. All right, so there we go. We got Tesla written down. Guys, and don't worry, I can send this watch list. I can have this watch list sent out for you later, and it'll be in your inbox. So if you want it, here you go. Free watch list, sign up. Yeah, inflation's out of control, man. Inflation is wild right now. All right, let's go ahead. Oh my God, it's already 850. Okay, 854. All right, guys, so those of you who don't know, after this, I jump on over to the Discord, okay? And I'm there live all day. But today is Monday, so what does that mean? That means we're live on Discord all day long for free. It is Free Chat Monday. So come on over to the Discord as well. Okay, so we'll save that news for the Discord. The other news that I have here that I'll read it in the Discord. I won't eat up any more time here with that, so that we can analyze one more or two more tickers. Roblox watching for the mid 60 area to hold resistance for a drop back down to the lows in the 54 range. All right, that's what I'm going to be watching on Roblox today, especially if the market goes red. What else? Nvidia is a little clunky here for me, so I'm gonna, I'm not gonna pay too much attention on it, but 240 is key. You know what? I'll put it on the watch list anyways. Nvidia watching for 240 area to become resistance for a drop back down to the 200-day MA. Area. If 240 becomes support, watching for a move back towards about 250, I would say. Yeah, 248 to 250 zone. 248, 250 area. All right, guys, we got a huge watch list: SPY, Tesla, Roblox, Nvidia, MDGL, FGI, KSCP. So very, very huge day today to be watching. So let's be careful out there. Stay disciplined. All right, we got about 3 minutes here before I head on off over to the Discord. What I do is I'll put the final touches on the watch list. I'll send it over to my boy Jonah. He's the site admin. All right, and he will send it out to everyone to their inboxes. So you'll have the watch list. And then around 9:20, I'll jump on the Discord. We'll get on the screens just like you see here. We'll go over the pre-market watch list. And then the way the Discord works, okay, is I'm on there live all morning talking just like this, going over charts. Obviously, I take a little break here and there, meaning like, I mute the mic and I drink some water and flip through some charts really quickly and stuff. And I'll hop back on the mic. We go through the charts. If anybody has questions, I answer those live in the moment. Then my trades, I announce them all live in the moment as well. Then around 11, 11:15, 11:30, depending on the day's action, how active things are or not, we go into usually either 11, 11:15, or 11:30. We do it regardless. Sometimes I've done it at 12. Just depends on how much action there is. We'll go over the day's live recap and a live lesson on the day. Then at 12, we go to lunch. And everything stays up and running, so you can still see my screen. And then at 2 p.m. or so, I get back on the mic, and we go over the afternoon setups, if there are any, and maybe an afternoon lesson at times as well, and afternoon Q&A. So if you have any questions, I'm there as well, and I'll answer it live on the mic for you. So that's how the Discord works. And then in the afternoon, we end the day, and that's it, of course. Jackie, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. So that's how we work the Discord, all right? Just a heads up on that. Let me get it real quickly here because I want to show you guys where to go today so that you can see the stream, okay? Give me 1 minute here. I'm going to show you where to go. I know some of you joined this morning here for Free Chat Monday. So here you go. Okay, so you're gonna come here. You're gonna see off topic, trade alert section. See my trades are here, and then right here, live stream and scanners. You see live stream, and then you see Free Chat Monday, and that's where you'll go. And then obviously you see everyone over here on this side. All right. So that's where you'll go. All right. It is just a few seconds here to 9, guys. So I want to wish everybody a really good day. Great start to the week. Please be careful out there today. Stick to your plans. Do not hold bags. You kill your accounts by holding bags, and you kill your confidence by holding bags. So don't hold bags. Holding bags is just dead money. It's just there not doing anything. You're messing out on opportunity cost at that point. So make sure you cut your losers and scale out of your winners so that you can be in them longer and partake in the trade longer. So scale out of them. Let's say you have 100 shares of a stock and you sell a little bit here, a little bit there as it moves in your favor, and that way you can stick in that trade a little bit longer, make a little extra money. So always try to scale out. That's just a little pro tip of the day for you. Okay, any questions, just drop them in the Discord. Thank you guys very much for joining in and hitting that like button today. Tremendous help with the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you check out the video from yesterday, because I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy that one. Paul, cheers. Guys, have a great day. Remember, I'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. and I'll be on the Discord all day. And I'll see you all again tomorrow or in the Discord. Peace out, guys.